The world stood still, its attention fixed on the small chimney above the Sistine Chapel. This unassuming structure had, for the past few days, become the focal point of the entire world. With every puff of smoke, with every wisp that emerged from it, millions waited with bated breath. The suspense was almost unbearable as people from across the globe eagerly awaited the announcement that would change the direction of the Catholic Church. What would this moment bring? Who would be the new leader of the Catholic Church, and how would it impact millions of lives worldwide? In the vast expanse of St. Peter's Square, an anxious hush fell over the crowd. The square, typically filled with tourists, pilgrims, and onlookers, was now a sea of expectant faces. Eyes were glued to the chimney, while hearts pounded in unison, echoing the intense anticipation in the air. The typically vibrant square had become a place of solemn waiting. Every second felt like an eternity, and the air was thick with excitement, fear, and hope. People from all walks of life, from different corners of the globe, stood shoulder to shoulder. They were united in their faith, waiting for the moment that would change history forever. It wasn't just a moment of religious significance, it was a defining moment for the Church. The decision that would be made behind the closed doors of the Sistine Chapel would carry enormous weight. The cardinals, the princes of the Church, would decide the future of this 2,000-year-old institution. They deliberated in complete secrecy, hidden away from the world, aware that their decision would shape the future of the Church and, by extension, impact millions of lives across the world. As the days turned into nights, the cardinals, one by one, cast their votes. With each vote, the future of the Catholic Church became a little clearer. Behind those closed doors, the cardinals prayed, debated, and hoped for guidance. Each vote carried with it centuries of tradition, wisdom, and hope. The process was both ancient and modern, a powerful blend of ritual and responsibility. The anticipation was nearly unbearable. And then, at last, it happened. A plume of white smoke rose into the sky. The moment everyone had been waiting for was finally here. The white smoke, a symbol of consensus and unity, signaled to the world that a new pope had been chosen. A collective sigh of relief and joy swept across the crowd in St. Peter's Square. It was a moment both historic and emotional, a culmination of days, weeks, and even years of anticipation. The faithful, who had gathered in their thousands, erupted in celebration. Tears streamed down faces as strangers embraced, united in their joy and relief. The joy was palpable, a feeling of collective euphoria that echoed throughout the square. The sound of the crowd's cheer resonated through the ancient walls of the Vatican. It was a moment of pure joy as the faithful rejoiced in the arrival of their new spiritual leader. The Church, after years of anticipation, had finally chosen its new shepherd. From the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, the words "Habemus Papam," "We have a pope," rang out. These words were met with thunderous applause as the world learned who the new pope would be. The new pope, a man of hope and spiritual guidance, stood before the faithful, ready to lead the Church into a new era. The words, "Habemus Papam," filled the air with a sense of pride, faith, and unity. The announcement had been made, and now the world was ready to embrace a new pope. His identity was revealed, and the world gasped. The 266th Pope of the Catholic Church, the successor to St. Peter, was none other than Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle of the Philippines. His election marked a historic moment, not only for the Church, but for the entire world. Cardinal Tagle was known for his humility, compassion, and unwavering faith. His journey to the papacy had been a long one, marked by years of service to the Church and its people. Born and raised in Manila, he had spent his life dedicated to the service of God and his people. His election as Pope signified a new chapter for the Catholic Church, a chapter that would be defined by compassion, inclusivity, and a deep commitment to social justice. His journey to the papacy had not been easy. He had faced numerous challenges, but his faith had never wavered. From his early days as a parish priest to his appointment as the Archbishop of Manila, Cardinal Tagle had always been dedicated to serving the marginalized and the poor. His deep understanding of the challenges faced by the faithful, especially in Asia, made him a perfect candidate for the papacy.